How did the USA go from a young country on the edge of the world to the most powerful superpower on Earth? It wasn't one miracle moment. It was a chain reaction. Industry, war, money, alliances, and technology, all lining up at the perfect time. First, the USA had a massive advantage: space and resources. Huge farmland, rivers for transport, coal and oil for energy, and two oceans acting like natural walls. While empires fought each other for centuries in Europe, the USA was expanding, building railroads, and industrializing fast. By the late 1800s and early 1900s, American factories were producing at a scale that could compete with anyone: steel, cars, machinery. Mass production became the secret weapon. Then came World War I. Even though the USA joined late, it came out stronger than most countries because the war didn't destroy American cities or factories. Meanwhile, many European powers were drained, financially and physically. So the USA becomes a major lender, a major exporter, and its global influence grows. Then the Great Depression hits hard. The response includes huge government programs and long-term rebuilding, like the New Deal, that expand infrastructure and industrial capacity. And here's the key. When the next global crisis hits, the USA is able to mobilize at an insane level. Now enter World War II. American factories turn into a production machine: ships, planes, tanks, weapons, at a scale nobody could match. At the end of the war, the USA was manufacturing more than half of the world's produced goods, exporting over a third of global exports, and holding roughly 2/3 of the world's gold reserves. That matters because power isn't just military. It's also money and production. And while Europe and parts of Asia were devastated, the USA's industrial base was intact, upgraded, and booming. Next comes the financial master plan, the Bretton Woods Conference. This system helped create institutions like the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank, and it put the US dollar at the center of global finance, tied to gold at a fixed price. So if the world wants stability and trade, it needs dollars, and that gives the USA massive long-term influence. Then the USA does something smart. Instead of isolating, it rebuilds allies. The Marshall Plan pumps over $12 billion into Western Europe's recovery. And to prevent another major war, the USA helps form NATO, locking in a long-term security alliance across the Atlantic. So now the USA isn't just strong, it's the leader of a powerful global team. Finally, technology and influence. From wartime research to projects like the Manhattan Project, the USA becomes the center of cutting-edge innovation. And American culture, music, movies, brands, spreads worldwide alongside its economic power. So the USA became a superpower because it had the resources, built the industry, won the production war, shaped the money system, and created the alliances that defined the modern world order. Want part 2? Why the Soviet Union couldn't keep up. I meant part 2?